right. Well, a little bit more breaking news that we just got. Spencer Hughes has opted to not take his emergency provisional in the JCM Motorsports 19M.
That's because he has taken his bicycle down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit to watch this feature tonight. He's going to rack it up and try it again tomorrow.
Well, all right. Yeah. Well, you know, Craig and Shannon Sims, PCC Motorsports, and now with the JCM team that Will Harrington drove for last year, or the last couple of years. We got a lot of, you know, we're going to have the Todd Steel Buildings Hard Charger. We're going to have Death Rig Competitions, Lucky 13, all kinds of goodies. Well, we got one coming at Jonathan Davenport. We're going to stay under caution here. This is the Brandon Ford Pace pulls in.
James, there may be a piece of debris up at the top of turns 3 and 4. Jonathan Davenport, your outside pole sitter, he sped up in front of the field and has stopped. You see him there on your screen. Ben, is he maybe pointing out a piece of debris or something on the racetrack over there?
Yeah, I think he may be. And then also, just behind him in turn 3, James, if you were worried if we would see the flaming 55-gallon drums here tonight, we've got one flaming outside of turn 3. So It's a very nice night, but sometimes you just got to have the jet engine fired up at the dirt track.
Well, hopefully, DJ, it's just a piece of plastic. Look at that. It's probably still 70 degrees.
I was just going to, I was just outside. It's like
perfect.
70.
It is perfect out here tonight.
There's no way they could do that out at Vado when it was 60.
Well, the drum would have blown away, so.
You had a forest fire warning.
Yeah.
You know what? We had every weather condition, but we got all 6 shows in. And,
you did. Great job.
Hey, guys, they are turning, I think they're turning out the Dave Warren Power Sports lights. We're getting set to go.
Are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready, brother. I'm ready. I'm going to turn it over to you, man. You are the Hall of Famer for a reason. You've done a tremendous job. 40 laps will be the distance tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as we kick off the 2024 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series season here at Golden Isle Speedway. It's Hudson O'Neal on the pole, Jonathan Davenport on the outside. This is your Dixie Chopper. Feel the thunder.
Hudson O'Neal has never won here at Golden Isles. He'll lead into turn number 2, the Valvoline #1 car. Heads into turn number 3. Jimmy Owens running in second. Had that long streak into the 4-time series champion, trying to get back in the winner's circle here in the Lucas Oil Series. Jonathan Davenport runs in third. Hudson O'Neal maintains the lead. And it's Davenport, Brandon Overton. Kyle Bronson runs in 5th. Off at turn 4. O'Neal and Alabama for second. They go side by side. A 3-time and a 4-time champion in the Lucas Oil Series. Jimmy Owens and Jonathan Davenport battle out down the back straightaway here at Golden Isles. Running in 4th, it'll be Overton. 5th will be Bronson. 6th will be Thornton. 7th will be Wilson. And as they head down the main straightaway, O'Neal still showing the way. Out at turn number 2, the Durham-powered Ford Rocket House car into turn 1. Meanwhile, Jimmy Owens putting on a show in that second spot. Out at turn number 4, it is still Jonathan Davenport. 3rd, 4th is Overton. 5th is Bronson. 6th is Thornton. 7th is Shepard. 8th is Dalton Wilson. 9th is Devin Moran. 10th runs Garrett Smith. And this is 40 laps as we work lap number 6 here tonight. Meanwhile, Brandon Overton trying to make it 5 for his last 7 here at GI down the back straightaway. And right now, we're about to have a 3-car battle for second spot between Jimmy Owens. Jonathan Davenport has the caution flag is out on the racetrack. The Dave... I lost my place.
Billy Hicks. It's the Billy Hicks car of
yes,
Donald McIntosh.
Yes, thank you.
D-Mac, a 3-time winner last year. Talked to him in the pit area a little bit earlier. The 2021 Southern Nationals champ has spun to a stop over in turns 1 and 2. Earl Pearson Jr. going to pull that Jason Rowan Racing number 46 into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. 6 laps are in the books. 34 laps to go. Ben Shelton, down to you.
Yeah, the crew's leaning in to get a word with Earl Pearson Jr. We'll see what they do with the race car. They're taking a look under the right rear of that race car. All 4 tires are up on the Jason Rowan Racing number 46. We'll see if he's able to make it back out. And it looks like they are going to perhaps change the right rear tire on this race car as they're pulling tires off, the jacks out. They're at least going to pull it up, maybe a shock adjustment, because right now no urgency to get that right rear tire off.
And the caution was not for him. The Dave Warren Power Sports caution for Donald McIntosh and the Billy Hicks double nickel car 79. So Dustin, 6 laps in the books. It's O'Neill, Owens, Davenport, Overton. Then Thornton, Bronson, Shepard, Wilson, Moran, and McIntosh was 10th.
Yeah, that'll put Garrett Smith up now inside the top 10 unofficially. Again, 6 laps scored, 34 laps to go. Of course, the field, they're going to get lined back up in the Delaware double file restart as you see the drone hovering over top of the Jason Rowan Racing. It's a BMF race car, James. Not a BFE, it's a BMF race car.
I've heard from Corey twice.
Ben, you got a report?
Yeah, if I was them, I would have a BFE and a BMF t-shirt made. I'd buy both of them. They adjusted right rear shock adjustment on that race car. He'll make his way back out. And hey, again, guys, they didn't get any test time. They got nothing. So they're trying to make up a lot of ground in this season opener here tonight is Earl Pearson Jr.
When I saw the car in the pits last night, you know, it's like, it looks exactly like the same as it did for Jason Papage, right? I mean, the car looks exactly the same. Except
minus a little red.
Minus a little few sponsors and such. But, hey, thanks to Jason Round. What a great guy he is. And I understand Brian Burkhoff may help put some of this together. So, here we go. Hudson O'Neill, the defending Lucas Oil Late Monitor Series National Champion in the new Nutrien Solutions restart zone off at turn 4. Back underway at Golden Isles. In turn 2, here comes Owens. Oh, baby, on the bottom. Guess who? Brandon Overton down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. in the 20 RT as they come out number 4. Hudson O'Neill still leads, but here comes Jonathan Davenport, the second spot. Down the back straightaway. Right now, Davenport, Owens, Overton, Thornton, Shepard, Bronson, Moran, Dalton, Wilson, Dennis Erb Jr. 10th. They are running 2, 3 wide, several grooves here at Golden Isles here tonight. Steve Stevenson and his crew, great job. Had a brief rain delay as they head down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, off of 4, O'Neill, Davenport, Owens at the line. It's still Hudson O'Neill with the lead, 0.4 of a second. Off at turn 4, he's led every lap here tonight, and here comes Davenport down the back straightaway. The Nutrien Ag Solutions 49. Will he work his way looking for his 4th series championship this year? If he decides after speed weeks, and then probably pretty good deal that he will do it down the back straightaway. We'll just have to wait and see. And he's closed on Hudson O'Neill at a turn 4. As we work lap 11 of 40, it's still O'Neill, Davenport, Owens, Overton, Thornton, Brandon Shepard out of turn 2. Well, Hudson O'Neill impressive at Volusia last Saturday night. Coming off at turn 4 as 2 Lucas Oil drivers winning at Volusia Speedway last weekend. Volusia Raceway Park is Volusia Speedway Park down the back straightaway, and Moran and O'Neill as they go to turn 3. Jonathan Davenport still second. Jimmy Owens, it was 0.9 of a second last time around. 1 caution flag so far in this race as we pick up the tail end of the field. O'Neill still in control, 13 in the record books here tonight. Hudson O'Neill lost his grandfather, you know, the patriarch of the O'Neill family a few weeks ago. He'd like to win it for Grandpa Marvin.
James' first car of the event dropped out, Chris Madden. Chris Madden just pulled into the infield. Looks like the night is done for last year's World of Outlaws Late Model Series runner-up.
15 laps we work out of turn 4. As O'Neill works around the outside of rookie contender Daniel Adam. Into turn 1, Davenport is still second, Owens and Overton. Meanwhile, Shepard has climbed to 5th in the B5. Down the back straightaway, this race far from over. Davenport's going to have to go to the outside. Meanwhile, we got a battle for 3rd down the main straightaway. And here comes Overton and Owens. Into 1. Man, business is picking up down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, O'Neill's going to battle heavy. Back of the field traffic out of turn number 4, down the straightaway. 17 laps in the books, 3 shy of the halfway mark here at Golden Isles. Whoa, O'Neill slips in 2. Here comes Davenport down the back straightaway. O'Neill trying to split 2 cars. Davenport's right there, about a car length and a half back. As they work the bottom, Brandon Overton is 3rd. Jimmy Owens and Brandon Shepard are closing on them. Down the main straightaway. Then it's Thornton, Bronson, Moran, Dalton Wilson, and Dennis Erb Jr. Pretty sporty, Dustin. Here comes O'Neill. Here comes Davenport up top. Has a clear lane down the straightaway by the 99B of Boom Briggs. Slides to the outside. Does O'Neill. Halfway is coming up next time around. 20 down, 20 to go. And a dandy at Golden Isles in the opening night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. O'Neill around Briggs, Davenport, Overton, Owens. Shepard is fourth. Right now, Dalton Wilson is still 8th. Moran Dennis Erb Jr. Alberson is 11th. Garrett Smith, Drake Troutman runs 13th. We'll figure out the Todd Steele building. Sorry, Charger, but there's plenty of action left to go. Into turn 1. Hudson O'Neill trying to go back to back. Oh, he got him to turn number 2. Got out of line. He might have got into the wall. There comes Davenport to the bottom. Man, O'Neill, a misstep at turn number 2. Will we have a new leader? We do. It's Jonathan Davenport. 22 laps in the books.
And Brandon Overton's right there as well, James. 3 wide for the lead coming off turn 2.
This is the first race of the year, isn't it? There's no rust on anybody. It's lined up the track. Here they come. Oh, and O'Neill's going to retake the lead, and Overton goes to second. Here comes Shepard. Down the back straightaway. I'm not going there yet. It's too early for race of the year. This is pretty good. Here they come. O'Neill, Davenport with the crossover in front of Overton and Shepard. Into turn number 1. 16 laps to go. Down the back straightaway. Thornton is 5th. Owens is 6th. On the bottom. Here they come out at turn 4. At the line, it is Overton and Davenport dueling it out. O'Neill still leads. He's led every lap but one here tonight as we work lap 26. Now they'll clear traffic. The final car in the lead lap is Dale McDowell. It's Hudson O'Neill, Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Overton, Brandon Shepard, Ricky Thornton Jr., Jimmy Owens. Now Davenport will have that run up top, down the back straightaway. Overton, Shepard into 3. Brandon Overton will go to the bottom. Here comes B-Shep up top. It's still Hudson O'Neill. The lead last time was 0.4 of a second. It's still 0.4 of a second into 1, and we still got 13 laps to go. And the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out. We got a car up against the wall in turn number 2, and it's Daniel Adam. Dustin Jarrett, they are going at it, my friend, on the opening 9 in Lucas Oil Series. Wow, what a show.
It's been great, man. Yeah, I mean, you could toss a blanket over those top 4 cars. Just absolutely unbelievable racing between O'Neill, Davenport, Overton, and Shepard. Jimmy Owens, Ricky Thornton right back there behind them battling for the 5th spot as well. Just an absolutely tremendous show as you take a look there at, I believe, Boom Briggs in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
Ben, what a show so far, and we still got 13 laps to go, and Boom Briggs in the hot pit and Daniel Adam.
Yeah,
I'll have to caution on the backstretch.
A new right rear tire going on Boom Briggs' race car. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, Brandon Shepard coming to the party in a hurry as well. I'm going to say that he likes that Dave Warren Power Sports caution as much as anybody. This is anybody's race as we get down here with 13 laps remaining. Boom Briggs will rejoin the back of the pack. New right rear Hoosier on the 99B.
So O'Neill, there was 1 lap, right? He didn't lead. It was Davenport led lap 22, right?
Correct.
Double check. Of course, there is a My Race Pass. I can always check that, right?
I know an app.
You know how that works.
I know
an app. I know a website.
So 27 laps are, you check that. 27 laps are in the books. 13 laps remain. Hudson O'Neill's your leader. Jonathan Davenport is 2nd. Brandon Overton 3rd. Brandon Shepard 4th. Ricky Thornton Jr. 5th. Then it's Jimmy Owens 6th. Kyle Bronson 7th. Dalton Wilson 8th. Devin Moran 9th. And Dennis Erb Jr. rounds out the top 10. And still
O'Neill's led 26 laps. Davenport has led 1.
And still 13 to go, James. Yep. So it'll be a Delaware double file restart. 40-lap race, so it'll be a Delaware double file restart up until 5 to go.
Man, something else. What a way to kick off the season here at Golden Isles. Of course, the Rock going with Fox shocks here. Durham powered still under the hood. Well, a bevy of Longhorns, though, but the Rocket coming off a win last Saturday night of Volusia. You know he's going to be there in the end this year in that $200,000 championship. We'll see what happens into turn number 3. At the Nutrient Solutions restart zone, here comes Hudson O'Neal off of turn number 4. We are back underway. 13 to go at Golden Isles in the season opener. Overton's going to go to the bottom. Shepard down the back straightaway. Brandon Shepard now. Ricky Thornton Jr. has climbed up to 4th out at turn 4. We know what Ricky Thornton Jr. can do. We saw that last year. Can he do RTJ things in the 1? He'll go to 4th. 12 to go. Battle for 2nd. Overton on the bottom. And Davenport maintains that top line. Now he'll go to the middle. 3 distinct grooves on a turn 4. It is still Hudson O'Neal at the top of it right now with 11 laps to go into turn 1. You sure we can't go 50 laps tonight?
PSG, baby.
PSG on this one. And they're about a half a track behind the tail end of the field. They may not pick them up. 10 laps to go. Down the main straightaway. Hudson O'Neal. Out of turn 2. Jonathan Davenport. Brandon Overton. And to the Dave Warren Power Sports. Caution is out. Turn 4. We got a couple of cars. Sitting down in turn 4. And it's Tyler Urban. Boom Briggs. 30 laps in the books. DJ, 10 to go.
0.3 of a second was the advantage that Hudson O'Neal had over Jonathan Davenport that last time by. Top 3, they put a little bit of distance between themselves. In 4th place, Ricky Thornton Jr. RTJ, of course, just got around Brandon Shepard, as the drone shows you there. The accident site down in turns 3 and 4. Boom Briggs, it looks like maybe taking the gloves off. His evening may be finished. Ben?
Meanwhile, guys, Tim McCready down here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, and they're going to put a new right rear tire on that race car as they go to work on that. Meanwhile, Tyler Erb's coming down here. Business is picking up down here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. And I'm going to tell you what, we saw in that restart, Hudson O'Neal, he changed his groove and he went more to the top down in 3 and 4. Davenport's right there with him. It is a game of inches right now with your front runners.
30 laps in the books. As you mentioned, DJ, it's O'Neal, Davenport, Overton, Thornton, Shepard. And it's Bronson, Owens, Moran, Wilson, Erb, Dennis Erb, Alberson, Troutman, Garrett, Smith, Ross Robinson, Mark Whitener. Trying to get a beat on the early Todd Steel Building's hard charger. We're going to have slickest move of the race. We got the coolest move of the race. We'll figure that up here. So 30 laps in. O'Neal's led 29 of those. And again, the only lap he did not lead was lap 22 in this race. As Tim McCready back out of the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. What do you have for our charger? I don't know. Just
looking, yeah, I don't have it up. I don't have it up on my race pass. Ross Robinson has come from 22nd to 14th. He has gained 8 positions in the first 30 laps of this one. He may be one of the early candidates right now.
All right, we're going to do this all tomorrow night, 5:30 starting time. Same on Saturday night. Should be, let's see here. Will it be a single file?
No, it should be. It should still be double file.
So it should be double file to what, 5?
It's yeah. In a race that is 40 laps or less, it's Delaware double file until 5 to go. In a 50 lap or more race, it is until 10 to go.
We could just do an Eldora, just double file all the way back. I don't think our executive decision would fly on that one.
Yeah.
On the opening night.
You may be right. Hey, don't forget you mentioned that Hot Laps tomorrow at 5:30.
Yes, sir.
Of course, the Flow Racing broadcast, which you and Ben have done a tremendous job on all night long. It will go live at 5:15 Eastern time tomorrow. It's 4:15 Central, 3:15 Mountain, 2:15 Pacific. And if you live anywhere else, you can pull up Google Maps and figure out what time it is where you're at.
Gotcha.
Boom Briggs back out on the Speedway. You see damage there as he's made his way out of the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Ben?
James, DJ gets very sensitive about time zones and explaining them. So does
Kelly Carlton, right? Carlton.
They all get very sensitive when we're in the mountain time zone and nobody can figure it out. Hey, guys, this restart obviously going to be very crucial, and I'm going to be honest, I really thought that Overton might have the car to go forward on the last one, as well as Brandon Shepard, but perhaps on the short runs, their car's not quite as good as they are when you get 7 to 8 laps on those tires.
So Hudson O'Neal, 10 laps to go. Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Overton, and Davenport has picked the top. You just get a feeling that 20 RT is going to be there. He's trying to do RTJ things, as we said last year, right? Brandon Shepard in the hunt right now in the B5, the Longhorn Factory car. Jimmy Owens has run well all night. He is 7th. Kyle Bronson in 6th. All right. Nutrien Ag Solutions restart zone. The Valvoline number 1, Soybert Calf Ranch's entry for Mark Richards Racing. 10 to go to get his first win at Golden Isles. As they come out of turn 4, back underway, and Davenport will have the run on the outside. Here comes Bishop and Overton into turn 1. Oh, man, Davenport through the middle. Here comes Overton down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Thornton has gotten around Shepard as they come off of 4. O'Neill still leads. 9 laps remaining here tonight. Brandon Overton to the bottom, can't make it stick. Thornton, Shepard, see what he does in 5th. Owens, Bronson, Moran, Wilson, Dennis Erb Jr. 10th. Alberson runs 11th. Off of turn 4, it's far from over. 8 to go into 1. The deficit, DJ, 0.5 of a second. This baby is smooth as glass tonight. Again, Steve Stevenson, great job here. Davenport's going to shoot to the bottom. O'Neill right up against the wall down the main straightaway. Still maintains the lead. Danny White, the crew chief, still has Joel Rogers. Austin Hiregrove calling the shots with them as well as they go into turn 3. It's about 3 car lengths. Off at turn 4. 6 laps to go. Next time around, 5 to go. Davenport looking for a way around the number 1 car. Out at turn number 2, still Overton is 3rd, Thornton 4th, 5th is Shepard, but they have dropping back. Meanwhile, Overton, does he have anything left without a caution? 5 laps to go here tonight. Well, DJ Davenport's trying every way there, trying to get a bite somewhere, somehow. But O'Neill, too strong tonight off at turn 4. 4 to go down the main straightaway. Last time 0.5 of a second. This time 0.6 of a second. Right now, they're going to pick up the tail end of the field. Boone Briggs will go to the infield, out of the race. Davenport has got to go and go now, Dustin, as they come out of turn 4, 3 to go. They might pick up the tail end of the field. Into turn 1. White flag next time around. They head down the back straightaway, 37 to 2 to go. I'm sorry, Dustin.
James Davenport gained on him that last time by, but you just saw right there, JD slipped up in turn number 2. This time by, 2 laps to go.
Coming up on the Barons, 1 lap to go next time around. Hudson O'Neill, Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Overton. Into turn 3. Again, Thornton runs in 5th. Shepard is 6th. Owens is 6th. Shepard is 5th. The Barons 1 to go. Hudson O'Neill, first win at Golden Isles. Out at turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for career win number 25 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Here they come out at turn 4, and Hudson O'Neill will lead every lap but one of them here tonight as he takes the checkers. 2nd will be Davenport. 3rd is Overton. 4th is Thornton. 5th is Shepard. 6th is Owens. 7th is Bronson. 8th is Moran. 9th Wilson. 10th Dennis Erb Jr.
Unofficially, it'll be Garrett Alberson, 11th, Drake Troutman, 12th, Mark Whitener, 13th, Ross Robinson, 14th, Clay Harris, 15th, Mike Marlar, 16th, Max Blair, 17th, Garrett Smith, 18th, Donald McIntosh, 19th, and Tim McCready will round out the top 20 as there's a look at your winner, James, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neill, getting his 2nd win already of 2024, his 7th overall win at Speed Weeks. Your defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champ, off to a good start. Still one bit of business to take care of. He's going to go back to the pit area and make his way into the UNOH Scale and Tech area.
I know the lucky 7 tonight. That'll be Kyle Bronson, the 13th place finisher. Mark Whitener. We do know that. Todd Steel Building's hard charge. We'll have that figured up. So the Big River Steel podium, as those cars, again, the UNOH scales. Again, your top 3 tonight. Overton, 3rd. Davenport, 2nd. O'Neill, 25th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. His dad, Don O'Neill, is 4th all-time with 46 wins. The 2014 champion, as Mark Richards has made his way down here. Again, Danny White, crew chief. Austin Hargrove, Joel Rogers do such a fine job on that Valvoline Swaybert Caverage's #1 car. So wait till they come back out. What a good way to start the weekend, my friend.
It absolutely was. It was. I mean, again,
sorry to make you talk.
No, it's all right. Golden Isles. We said it earlier. When Golden Isles is on, I mean, it's as good as any place in the country, and they showed it there. Especially that midway point in the race. A top 4 at one time, you could have tossed a blanket over him. But Hudson O'Neal, again, your defending series champion after that just absolute barn burner at the Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora last year, looking to start 2024 off on the right foot, and he does, coming out of the gate and getting a win. And again, once he makes his way through the UNOH Scale and Tech area, as long as he passes, he'll be back out on the racetrack in Lucas Oil Products, Veland Victory Lane.
I see Dad Don down there. Don's down there, isn't he? Yeah. It's right here.
The Don.
The Don.
The Mark.
Of course, Hudson lost his grandfather. We mentioned Don and Marty's dad and grandfather Marvin just the day after Christmas. And, man, tough for everyone. I mean, I appreciate you being filling in for me at the Lucas Oil Banquet. After my mom passed away, brother. I love you, man. Thank you for what you did for me. Appreciate it. That's
what brothers do. We take care of each other, James. So
yeah, thank you all the fans that I haven't had a chance to get back with everybody, but it's still tough. But we're going to talk to the top 3 here. Again, 5:30 tomorrow. We'll start at all 5:15. We'll be live here on MAV TV on Flow Racing.
They bring the Big River Steel podium down here. We'll talk to the top 3, the Big River Steel podium, top 3 tonight and tomorrow. And then on Saturday for the MAV TV tape delayed event, we will have the top 5, the Penske top 5. So, again, waiting as I believe your winner is starting to make his way around. First Veland feature win of the year as he begins the pursuit of a defense of his Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series title. Year 20 on the tour, James. Can you believe it's been that many years?
Yes.
You've been up and down the road.
Seems just like yesterday. You and I were talking about the Turk at East Bay.
The Turk at East Bay. We had all the live broadcasts with like John Mason and Bart Hartman and Josh McGuire and Mike Jewell and George the General. George Lee.
Well, guys, he was the 8th champion in the history of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and tonight he is the winner on night 1. Hudson O'Neal brings his car to Lucas Oil Victory Lane, $10,000 richer. As Dustin Jarrett said, he's now 2 for 3 in Speed Week's action. He picked up a win during the Sunshine Nationals, a $15,000 payday with the World of Outlaws last Saturday night. And now he parks it down here in Lucas Oil Products Victory Lane, a Veland feature winner. The 25th time in his career, his first ever win here at Golden Isles Speedway. As he gets set to climb out of the car, race fans, your winner here tonight, Hudson O'Neal. And he'll celebrate. He's got the Sunoco checkered flag flying high above. Steve Stevenson down here, promoter, brings down the spoils of Victory Lane as he's got a trophy. We're going to talk to Hudson about this one. He led all but 1 lap, and that 1 lap made it awfully exciting. As a congratulations from Steve to Hudson. And Hudson, another trophy to add to the war chest. I'm going to go straight to it, man. Lap 22, the only one you didn't lead. What happened off turn number 2 when Davenport got by?
The top, it just was blowing a lot of crumbs out across it, and like if you didn't get set enough, you would lose the front end about halfway through the corner. And Jonathan got back by me and then did the exact same thing and let me get back by him. So it just worked out in our favor. I thought that one mistake that I made that was going to be it, but fortunately he made a little bobble over there too and got us back in it. So I just can't thank all my guys, Mark, Steve Baker, everybody back at the Rocket Chassis shop, and Danny, Joel, Austin. My girlfriend Tessa here slinging t-shirts, my dad's here. It's just really cool to just to have all them here and support me, man.
All the restarts, and you start to realize the 49, the 76, the B5, they're all back there. Were the restarts unnerving, or were you that confident in your car?
The restarts actually calmed me down a little bit. I was nervous when we get the lap traffic about, just the air played such a big factor and where to go on the racetrack. And whenever the cautions would come out, it'd give me a little bit of clean racetrack again for a few laps. And but my race car was awesome all night long. Qualified good, heat race good. Like I said, got a little bit of a gift there with Jonathan bobbling in that feature. But I just can't thank everybody on this race car enough. Valvoline, Swaybert Calf Ranches, O'Neal Salvage and Recycling, Wheeler Metals, Sunoco Race Fuels, Ace Metalworks, Gunner's Honey, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Sunoco Race Fuels, Andy Durham Race Engines ran awesome tonight. Performance Grading Styles Marine, Rocket Pre-Owned, Rocket Chassis, everybody from Fox, man, Pat, Ronnie Crooks, Jeff, Joe, Brennan, everybody here with us. It's refreshing to have a bunch of great people around you, and we'll see if we can't pick off a couple more this weekend.
This was the start you wanted to last year, but took a little bit of time for the team to gel, everybody to figure things out. But to come out now 2 for 3, how ready are you for tomorrow to get here?
I'm pumped, man. I'd say we'll have a different racetrack tomorrow. Hopefully the weather stays away and we get a few more nights in. And thank you to all you fans. Thank you everybody who came and showed some support at the merch trailer, and everybody shows this Rocket One Racing team support, man. We appreciate every one of you for hanging in there with us, and we'll see if we can't do it again.
$10,000 richer Hudson O'Neill down here in Lucas Oil Victory Lane as we slide over to get a word with our second place finisher. Jonathan, you led lap 22, and man, you threw everything else back at him. But looking back, once you got to the lead, is there anything you wish you had done any different when you got it on lap 22?
Well, I mean, I just kind of slid for the lead there. I knew he'd be coming back the next corner, but he made a mistake over there, and I wish I was a little bit further behind, because once he started coming left, I knew he was going to block the bottom, but I was already to his inside. I wish I was a couple feet behind. I could have went to the outside, then maybe got a run off of 4 on him. But, you know, I just didn't capitalize on his one mistake he made. But my guys did a great job. You know, I can't thank all of them enough. Everybody at Longhorn, everybody at Bill Stein. My whole team behind me, you know, we're starting a whole lot better out Speed Weeks than we have in several years. So everything's looking good. You know, I was just telling the guys, I thought I done ruined her night on like the second lap. I hit a Ute tire down there on the inside in 3 and 4, but luckily Longhorn builds a strong nose, so it didn't bend it down. But anyway, like I said, just got to thank all my guys, Nutrient Ag Solutions, AC Warranty, Dyna-Gro Seed, just everybody that helps us out. We've had a little tough winter, but you know, we come out here firing on all 8, qualified good, heat raced okay, put on a good show there, and yeah, so everything's good.
Jonathan Davenport comes home in second, rounding out your Big River Steel podium tonight. Out of Evans, Georgia, Brandon Overton. Brandon, man, it felt like every one of those restarts, you're right there in the thick of things, but did you not have exactly the car you needed tonight, or did you just not have the groove you needed?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Our car was actually good. Just these guys are good, man. You're not going to, like, I needed JD not to keep scooting down into 3, you know what I mean? It just take my air off of me, and I'd end up the hill, but it is what it is. They're the best in the business, you know what I mean? It was a hell of a race there for a while. I was hoping JD keep poking him. I could squeak by him in the bottom, but yeah, hell of a first night, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Sure we can do a couple things to get her sped up a little bit, and yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, just want to thank all the fans for coming out, and I love racing at home. I want to thank all these sponsors that helped me get up and down the road, and my wife. Yes. My wife's here, so yeah, like I said, maybe we'll get a couple spots better tomorrow.
Brandon Overton, he rounds out the Big River Steel podium here. Guys, what a race to start Speed Weeks for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
No longer fiancé.
He snuck it in there, but he corrected himself.
He did
so
fine.
He gets points for that.
Ben, our Todd Steele hard charger of the race, as before I go to race recap, is Ross Robinson tonight. Started in 22nd, finished in 14th, DJ.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at your super clean race recap, James, and see what led to these 3 drivers being on the Big River Steel podium here this evening, with Hudson O'Neill standing in Lucas Oil Products Veland Victory Lane. Again, his 2nd overall win of the year. Of course, first win with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in their first night out.
Well, a good start for Lucas Oil drivers. They swept Volusia last week with Moran and O'Neill. So they come here this weekend in the Lucas Oil Champion. This thing's going to go on all year with all the money that's available. And, you know, a lot of drivers looking at running full-time here in 2024. See, O'Neill grabbed the lead there at the start, but you mentioned he led all but 1 lap. Jimmy Owens was in there for most of the race in the top 5. He wound up in 6th, Dustin.
Yeah, he sure did, as again, that That battle right there for a long time between Ricky Thornton Jr. and Brandon Shepard, Ricky Thornton Jr. and Jimmy Owens as well. There was the slip-up that you heard Jonathan Davenport talk about that allowed JD to sneak by the one of Hudson O'Neal for that one lap on lap 22. But James, Hudson O'Neal was able to drive right back by.
And they caught the end of the field there. There's a 3-wide almost battle as O'Neal split between Overton and Davenport. But good clean racing among those drivers. I mean, you know, they're traveling that kind of speed out there, and they put on an absolute clinic here tonight, and Hudson O'Neal gets it done. Again, his 25th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Ben, we'll send it down to you for your final thoughts.
Well, again, I think it's a fantastic way to start the year. The weather was beautiful. We had a little sprinkle, but, man, maybe that just made the racetrack better for tonight's main event. We got 2 rounds left to go, a 50-lapper, a 60-lapper. And, you know, if we wondered if Golden Isles was going to carry over what we had last year, I think from the heats to the B-mains to the feature, the answer is yes. If you're watching MAV TV on Flow Racing, be here tomorrow night. You don't want to have to watch this one from home. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. It was a good one, James. It was. And, again, Hudson O'Neal